On your radical, this is an important video because Sanjay Gupta goes on Joe Rogan for 3 fucking hours. And, you know, this is my day. Survived leukemia for 10 years. Joe Rogan, fuck him. Fuck Sanjay Gupta. I mean, it just shows you the fraud. Not one word about Fukushima. You know, Sanjay Gupta was at Fukushima, Japan. Nuclear meltdown, nuclear meltdown, nuclear meltdown, nuclear meltdown. Said it thousands of times. He was there. He's like, practicing neurosurgeon. I'll be seeing my uncle today, who's a practicing neurosurgeon. Probably the most famous one in the country. Yeah, his last name's Blanch. He's an Ogdenite like me. I'm going to see my cardiologist right now. 10 years ago today, the doctors looked me right in the face and said that I would be dead in 2 months. Good doctor, bad doctor. Finally got to the good doctor. Not Gupta. Gupta. This is important. Joe Rogan could kiss my fucking ass. I mean, what is contemporized is pathetic. So, him and Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper are there. A boots on the ground. Fukushima meltdowns. These meltdowns. Freaking out. The wind is blowing out over us. You know, jet stream moves left or right. Fish swim. It's safer to live in in Tokyo than Los Angeles, than San Francisco, than Ogden, Utah, than your hometown across America. He comes home. Sanjay Gupta, MD, March 25th, 2011. This day, Liz Taylor died. He's got a kid from, look it up. So he's got a kid from Michigan on his show. I had rheumatic fever. I was laying in my bed in Michigan. You know, I was sick when Chernobyl happened. I thought Chernobyl was 3 eyeballs, blah, blah. I'm an artist. If he's an artist, what the fuck is Kevin Blanch? So talk about a comeback. Open heart surgery. I'll be going to see him right now. I went to Chernobyl. It's fine. There's nothing wrong in Chernobyl. I'm like, whoa. Remember, this is practical. And Sanjay Gupta, MD, CNN, Saturday morning TV. Oh, it gets better. Then he brings a Japanese oncologist on. I come from a whole family of doctors. Dr. Blanch, you saved me from the grave. Don't let them open unless you're going to die. I have AML de novo, OS. I diagnosed myself. "10 years ago today. This oncologist, and she uses the Sudoku. I got a hold of Sudoku paper crane in my hand here in Utah. Her very own great niece presented to Kevin Blanch at the Enola Gay Hangar in Utah. No Utah media, so who's the fucking media? Who's the fucking media? Joe Rogan? Fuck, Entertainment Tonight on fucking CHEMO on PUCO. What a joke that fucker's turned out to be. He's a fucking... Watch your mouth, Kev. Gupta on there for 3 hours. I asked my uncle, the world famous neurosurgeon. I'm going to talk to him today. Shit, is that against... He took the oath. Yeah, he says that's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. This oncologist is on his show 2 weeks. He just gets home. He hasn't said Fukushima once. He said it 1,000 times while he's there. He says, well, I found out radiation isn't good. When I was a little girl, my best friend was 11 years old. There's the Sudoku folding paper cranes metaphor. She folded 644 and then she died of leukemia. I have AML de novo, OS in my body. First person in the history of the United States to survive this willingly without a transplant, Gupta. 10 years. Today I was given 2 months to live. My case has been in medical journals twice. Kicked off Medicaid. The oncologist goes on. Radiation is not bad for you. I found out it's good for you. I went crazy. I went psycho. CNN pulls down the transcript. I went crazy for years on my YouTube site. Oh, they found it. Somebody from inside CNN. I wonder who leaked to CNN that they had the letter was sent from China. Leaked on CNN in the middle of the night. Oh, we put it back up. I read it online. It's all over out there. Sanjay Gupta, Joe Rogan, all of you contemporizing the last decade. I know who you are. I saw what you did. I know word for word what happened in the Situation Room. Huh. What? The cover-up kingpin, Rahm Emanuel, props up Barry Antoinette Obama? Hanford. I got to tell you, I don't know what Hanford is. The greatest crime in human history, and the contemporary so-called alternative media. Alternative media is worse than mainstream media. Alternative media meets mainstream media. Gupta, Joe Rogan. Freaking. The nuclear energy emperors have no fucking clothes. What a fucking pathetic show. Alternative media is worse than mainstream. Alex Jones, Fukushima. Go buy a water filter. Go buy a bunker. His Lord and Savior Trump gets in and doesn't mention it again. He's not Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper, a propped up oligarch, and media killed the video star. Video killed the media star. Now, this is a practicing MD. Kevin Blanch, probably the greatest PhD in human history. I'll be talking to my famous neurosurgeon uncle today. 10 years ago today, I was given 2 months to live with MELTDOWN'S leukemia. I held that paper crane in my hand. Video proof. His own niece, her great niece, walked up to me crying. The Prime Minister of Japan at the time of Fukushima, that was saying, came up to Kevin Blanch and bowed to me with tears in his eyes. Thank you. You're going to go along. 3 hours! 3 hours! You didn't ask him one time. But, well, what about when you was in Fukushima, Japan? When the meltdowns happened? You were there. You were there. What about it? Who's the problem here? Who's the problem here? Kettle me, push me down, hide me, whatever. Try to put my toothpaste back in the tube. I'll tell you what, every one of you go along with the winning team, contemporizism, you're going to get your fucking turn. Just Fukushima meltdowns, the greatest event in human history. The fucking cover-up, Sanjay Gupta, the kingpin of cover-up. He's not a media star. He's a practicing MD. Oh, he took the oath. I'll tell you what, everyone's going to get their turn. It's been an ugly fight. Thank you, everybody who supported it. Joe Rogan can kiss my fucking chemoed, fucking radioactive ass. Sanjay Gupta, that's crime in my book. Well, not my book. I asked multiple doctors, and they says, yeah, it's criminal. Remember, he was going to be Barry Antoinette Obama's Surgeon General. He did 3 hours! 3 hours and he doesn't even bleed. Don't say the fucking F word, Rogan! Don't say the fucking F. You'll get your fucking turn. Mark my words. You'll get your fucking turn. We'll see how tough you are. We'll see how tough you are, all you tough guys. We'll see how tough you are. Fight this fucking beast. AML de Nouveau OS with a marker of 44. First one in the probably the world to survive it. 10-year mark. Today. You'll get your turn. Stand tuned.